Are we live?
Okay, are we live? Are we?
I think we're live.
I think you're muted, Mo.
Sorry, I was just mouthing our wheels.
I saw that. I was like, I know he said it, but uh,
If you look at the stream, or if you look at the last thing that was rolled in
sure. Miss with the match.
and missed with a match against double eights. Double eights missed with the matches have been kicking my ass. Specifically eights. It was the first roll that I ever rolled in my solo Starforge game. It was a miss that I got a couple weeks ago when the AI that runs my ship fucking forgot me. I rolled double tens to start off this game though, so
Yep. Well done. I'm proud.
yeah, it's a whole thing. Hey, you know what? I need to do something here real quick. Now that I'm thinking about this, exit game. Can I exit game? Exit game. And I'm gonna go back over to this thing, and I'm going to wait. That's a good icon that you have there for Roll20. That's good stuff. It's Wash playing with the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
I have a watch tattoo, actually. I have the I'm a leaf on the wind. Right.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. I love this tattoo.
That's awesome.
Nice.
My wife has like you know how like when bugs fly around they do like the little dotted line to show their path, and she's got one that winds along here, and all along the winding path of this, it's a firefly flying like the bug, a little winding path, and all along the path it's you can't take the sky from me, and then the body and the two wings are the letters K, S, and Z for our three kids.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. Because Kaylee and Zoe are both named after the characters from the show. Sean's the only one who didn't score that, although we do have a dog that is half shepherd and half something that we don't know, named Book.
That's so good.
So, yeah.
If I ever have a son, I want to name him Hoban, because nobody will get the reference except just select few people.
Yeah, and
just
that way,
parents.
And the best part about it is, at that point, you know how you're going to die, because when your kid is old enough, he will kill you. I say that as somebody with a really unique name. It'll be great.
Well, here's the thing. 100% when they start getting older, I'll be like, yeah, we can change that. It was a thing that I needed to do. I wanted it to be on the birth certificate. We can go back and change it, bud. You just tell me what you want it to be.
I want to meet the woman or man who loves you so much that they will let you name one of your children something that most quickly abbreviates to Ho.
It could be Bart.
Art.
Bart. Isn't it Hobart? Is it what you just said?
No,
Hoban. That's Washington.
Okay. I thought it was Hobart. I'm sorry. I was like, oh yeah, it's Wash's name. Yeah.
Maybe Hobby.
Yeah. No.
Maybe Hobie. But yeah,
Ho. Call him Ban.
Hobie,
call him Ban.
Yeah.
I'll give him a cool. I'll give him a cool middle name, and we'll just call him that.
Just call him Hobart Wash.
Hobart.
I'll just call him Wash. Who gives a shit?
Make it his middle name and just call him by that.
Somehow this reminds me of why do you call me Diamond? Because that's my favorite thing, you know. One of those terrible old memes about how did I get my name? All right.
It's named after a biblical figure, which makes me laugh because
I was named after a guy that my dad knew in college, who he didn't like, and in fact pushed down a stairwell at one point in time. And I asked him at one point in time, I'm like, where do you think he is today? Like, I don't know, AA probably. Like, he liked the name, and he liked it well enough to put aside the fact that he really didn't like the person.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I like it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
there's
clear.
literally no like. Yeah, I didn't name you that so you could live up to his ideal or anything like that. That was not the point. I'm like, what was the point really? Because
It's a cool name.
he
I
basically
mean,
he buttonholed my mom while she was literally in bed having just given birth and was like, I'm going to name him Doyce. And she's like, no. He's like, it's either that or Morgan. And she's like, she called me the baby, for 6 months.
oh, that's amazing.
To be
Like-
fair, my name would have been Travis if I was a boy. I was like, why? Just call me. Morgan's it's
Yeah.
unisex. Like,
Oh, I didn't even think about that. We would have had the same. Yeah, but yeah, I would have been
Yeah.
a Morgan. I was that was the other option he was considering was Morgan, but he wanted Doyce, and yeah, the baby boy or the baby. He did. She wouldn't use my name for like half a year.
I learned at an early age that sometimes parents use expletives as terms of endearment for their children.
Oh yeah.
Because like there was a year where I was just being a little shithead, and my mom made sure that I knew it. She was like, "Hey, shithead," and I was like, "I'm 6." She's like, "I know."
It's not even like it's not just expletives. Like I will frequently refer to my youngest child as a feral raccoon. You know, while she's in the room, or I will yell for her. Chaos Goblin.
You know how we always start this, and then we spend way too much time on tangents? Let's like do a thing and find out what happens with this miss with a match.
We should.
oh
All right,
yeah,
so-
What was that about? Just
So the
so-
miss was a match was we were gonna get some rest. We were gonna recoup and recover and do some work on the ship and all that other kind of stuff. And it did not go well. And I can't remember what the Oracle thing was, but basically it was like stuff is gonna happen and it probably wasn't a thing. I think so we were looking at we should probably do something. This is good that we're starting. Good job, Andrew.
I'm proud of myself.
I was gonna say good job going.
It wasn't me.
Good job going against type and trying to get us back on. All right, so we have
I was starting to when our guys were still having a conversation. I was like, oh, I don't want to butt in.
we have Ramshackle Station here, and Ramshackle Station had a series of problems. Its troubles are numerous, including stolen technology, being preyed upon by raiders, and mysterious deaths. And what Andrew had thrown out there as an idea was that like the consortium of the Ebon Skulls or something to that effect were like outside the station. Whether or not they were coming after the synthetic plasma or whatever, but they were outside the station. They were demanding something, or they were doing a raiding run or something. Which is fine. I want to take it a step further personally and say that since it's a miss with a match, there should be 2 bad things going on at the same time. So we've got to deal with extra stuff. And so I think one of them is certainly some kind of pirate raid thing, but the other one would be like the missing body, like mysterious deaths, like something like that. So we get both of those things happening simultaneously, et cetera, and so forth. So,
So either we can swear an iron vow to resolve this, or pay the price. Great.
is that what the Sojourn thing is?
On a miss, the community needs your help or makes a costly demand in exchange for safe harbor. Envision what they ask of you. If you do it, swear an iron vow to see it done. Resolve this move as a strong hit. Or you find no relief and the situation grows worse.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think we swear an iron. Let me look at that. I want to look at that move. I like that. Thank you. Um,
I literally just pulled up my character sheet and it was there. I was
oh,
like, oh,
you're still
convenient.
sitting at Sojourn. Nice.
Yep. I was like, how convenient.
Well, I'm trying to look for it. I'm like, all right, where is it on
So
mine?
you go to moves and you got to scroll down to the recover moves and then you click on Sojourn and it describes everything for you.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I was looking at oracles. I was in the wrong spot.
yeah, I have to toggle back and forth between oracles and moves all the time. Um, you and your allies may each choose 2 recover moves on a strong hit, which is cool. Um, and instead of rolling, assume an automatic strong hit for each one of them. Even cooler. On a miss, costly demand in exchange for safe harbor. Swear an iron vow. I think there's probably 2 things that are demanding our attention. That's why I'm saying, like, since we had a miss with the match, it's like multiple demands on the time. What were we? So I'm trying to remember what all we were trying to do because we've got like our supply is down. Is the ship damaged too? I feel like the ship is damaged.
I feel like the ship is damaged.
I think the ship is damaged a bit.
I'm looking at.
Where's our ship? Hold on. I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
get
the
the ship.
ship's integrity is down by 3, or down to 2 out of 5. So the ship is damaged. Our supplies are low. I don't know if anybody is physically hurt.
I think your
I
pride's still
don't.
hurt.
Our pride's hurt.
Your
My
pride's
my
hurt.
pride's hurt. I don't think I actually have any stats that reflect that at this point in time. But the 2 main things would be fixing the ship.
So okay. So if we're gonna swear the iron vow to do this,
Uh-huh.
and we're gonna take those, I can resupply the ship, and I'll take both moves as resupply, get us back up to +5
Is
on supply.
is a resupply a strong? What is resupply a strong hit on resupply do?
So this is say you and your allies may each choose 2 recover moves: heal, harden, repair, or resupply.
So resupply is another one of
So
the supply moves there. We might only need 1 for that, but resupply on a strong hit. Oh, take 2 supplies. So yeah, if you take both of your resupply moves, then we'll be back up.
yeah,
On a strong hit, yeah. If you are in need of a specific item or research, which can be okay. So cool. So, but
I
we
could
should.
also roll like a
Well,
something as well.
you could do what you would. Now the thing is, if
repair the ship
the deal with
is
Sojourn
what I was
is,
saying.
yeah, the deal with Sojourn is
There's too
if
many people
you.
talking. Sorry.
Sorry, my
Go
bad.
ahead, Joyce. No.
The deal with Sojourn is if you get a strong hit on Sojourn, all the other moves that you get to pick as part of Sojourn just automatically are assumed to be a strong hit. So you don't have to roll.
Oh, neat. Okay.
But we have to roll the vow. So set the scene or something here. Because you were headed, Mo, you were headed back to the ship, right? Soul was headed back to the ship to like,
Yeah, I
you
think
were,
so.
yeah,
To probably, I think actually I was probably gonna start fixing it.
right. So
So do I need to roll it?
I want to see what the we got the pirate showing up. There's a thing in the oracles that's like I'm just looking real quick to see.
Roll against power.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what the pirate thing is that's going on. Like what are they I was trying to like get a kind of jog my brain on what it is that they're doing. Um do we want to have it where it's like it is the consortium of the Ebon Skull, and they're just like, you just had a ship land, they stole something from us, we want it back. We know it's on the station because we got trackers on the thing. You turn it over, and everything's going to be fine. And if you don't, well, we'll see how long you can hold your breath, kind of deal. And they show, like, maybe they show like a picture. No, they wouldn't have a picture of the crate. Would they have our transponder basically? Like they know what they tell us. Do they say what the ship is? Like it came in on this ship, so they're immediately going to put us like right in the gun sights as far as that goes.
I mean, miss of the match. That sounds pretty
Gross.
spot on. Yeah.
Appropriately gross.
Yeah.
Either that or they could say something like, or they might say Doc's name.
Yeah.
Because he's new. Find
Hey,
this
Jackal's
man. Yeah. Yeah, find this man and, he'll have the crate that we want. Or maybe they want you and the crate? Do they want you and the crate?
Maybe they do want me in the crate.
They probably want you because you got the brains to like figure out how to do
What to
it.
do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want this man and the crate that he came with. Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it over, everything's going to be fine.
With the crate, not the crate comes with me. Like, I'm the secondary thing.
Yeah,
to the
they want the crate.
If anything, they want the materials, but like you're like extra.
And
like,
we'll take him too, fine. So, like this is maybe being broadcast like wide beam, so it's showing up on like it's like on big speakers and stuff around the station and stuff. So you're like out in the docks area, like kind of in the where the actual docks are at for this thing, Mo, and it's broadcasting over, and everyone's looking really scared and kind of like uncertain, and they're looking at the face like, I don't even know that guy. Like, what are we gonna do?
Did we make ourselves communicators between us?
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be a way. If nothing else, we have frickin', space cell phones.
Yeah, I think as she's walking back to the ship, Soul just like taps, I guess, the wrist to like call because the earpiece.
Mm-hmm.
And she's calling both you both.
Yeah.
And ring ring.
This is complicated.
What's complicated?
Jock, keep your head down and out of sight. We're hood.
What? I'm just gonna sit here and drink my coffee. Y'all let me know when I need to move.
It probably won't be anytime soon, and if you do, you need to move in the shadows because you're being wanted right now, and it's being blasted everywhere.
Yeah, listen.
Like look out the window, like just listen for a second. Oh, fuck those guys. Drinking my coffee.
Are you out by the ship then, Soul? No.
Oh yeah, I'll be there like in a minute. Like I was gonna work on it to get things fixed.
Well, this is going to be a manhunt unless we can get the station to decide they're going to fight back.
How are we gonna get the station to fight back?
Jackal owes me.
How are you at inspiring speeches? Let me check my character sheet. God.
Hold on, where am I looking? Am I gonna be looking summary?
Summary, yeah.
I mean, I'm alright at them, I guess, but like, Who am I supposed to talk to? I don't know anybody
You
here
just
other than
get,
just like Jack.
that's the thing. You uh,
Do you want me to just like find some space of comms and like make another announcement over theirs?
yeah, that's not a bad way. Tell them you listen. You're Iron Sworn.
Mm-hmm.
You're one of the Iron Sworn. Tell them that you're going to vow to protect the station. You and your crew. Who will
Yeah.
stand with us? You know.
Do you think they'll actually buy that, or
Nobody claims to be Iron Sworn if they aren't Iron Sworn. It's too much bad. It's too much tough work.
I mean that is true. Okay, all right, I'll give it a shot.
I can't wait to
Um,
hear it over
Yeah.
the intercom.
Fuck you, Buzzard.
I would be there.
She-
I would be there if I could. It's a little complicated right now.
Hey, Saul, I legitimately believe in you.
Oh, thank you, but also Solar, you hung up.
Best part is Doc probably didn't even realize it and still said it, but said it to Buster. I'm gonna hang up now.
Yeah.
And all I'm going to say, just is a little tiny. When I hang out, it's like, no, I think you're going to be great. All right, I'll listen for it on the intercom, and then I kind of flip up my, I kind of like tap and go down, and then it's like, see, I told you, I wasn't going to say anything. We're fine. You can calm down. Just please, you don't need to point that right at my face.
Oh
And
my God, what
oh,
happened?
there's just a gun pointed at his face. Like wherever the hell he is, he's got a gun pointed at him. We'll cut back to that later, and we cut back over to you going like,
Yeah, and I think she's gonna like basically find one of the call boxes because
sure,
maybe it's like a call box, maybe like almost like a telephone booth, like call box
yeah.
for the announcements. And she's can anybody use it? Like, do you have to hack in? Like,
I mean,
because I don't think anybody will be able to use it because all the teams are probably making like prank calls
yeah,
if that's the
yeah.
case.
You could go over to like go to like an information center or something like that. Say, I need to use your thing. I need to like
Oh yeah.
like listen. We got to calm people down. I've got a way to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, I think she'll go into like a call, like an information booth desk. Maybe it's like the one at the docks,
Mm-hmm.
just because she's right there.
Yeah.
You
Like
know,
the
but
person who's like, I feel like this person. We need to have a person. Whoever's running the information desk and the sort of the customs desk, kind of custom slash information at the. We need a person.
currency exchange, all of the good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, this person would be like the worst kind of situation of for customer support, like the worst environment for customer support of all time. Where is I'm looking at oracles. People. Where's people? Characters.
Amora.
Kimura.
Like,
I like that. Kimura's
yeah.
good. Family name. Let's get a family name in here. Kimura Frost.
More
Well,
Frost. Ooh.
that's a cool.
That's a cool name. That's a good name.
That's too cool of a name to be an NPC. But that's okay.
Too bad. Sorry.
We already know what their role is. I'm just throwing in background stuff. Character goal. They want to restore a relationship. It has nothing to do with what's going on right now, but when you come up to the thing, they're like, no, listen, I'm not. They're like on the phone, like on their earpiece, like, that's not what I'm saying. Listen, can we talk after I get off work? No, there's somebody here, and yeah, it's fine. No, but with the thing on the intercoms, no, I can't talk. Just okay. Okay. So, hi. How can I help you?
Hi.
I'm getting a name for Kimura. I'm getting a face rather for Kimura.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. And I think Saul's like, just hand on the hip, like sort of like casual, like So the intercom issues were a little intense. Don't know if you heard them or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I am Ironsworn, and I kind of want to make sure that this station is protected from those wild pirates, because that's what they are. Just FYI.
Okay.
So, if you don't mind, can I get the intercoms to make an announcement to the station, please?
How do I know you're Ironsworn?
And that's when she puts her boot up on the counter and like pulls out the knife. Like the counter's probably like waist high. She's still like will like straight up
just
do
chunk.
it.
I like it. That's pretty good. Let me see. Andrew, we generated Kimura Frost, who's working
Yep.
like the customs desk.
Oh, I was listening the whole time.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Um.
Oh, it's Kimura, not Komora. I was
Kimura.
thinking Comorragh.
That's a long spelling.
That's a lot.
It's the home world of the Dark Elves in Warhammer 40K.
Oh my god.
Oh. Yeah, no idea. No idea about that.
I knew more about that like universe than I probably should. It's not super healthy. I'll say
Yeah.
that right now.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So do I need to convince her to like hand it over, or does
I don't
the
know.
me show?
I think being Ironsworn, because the thing is, it all boils down to whether or not you're willing to do the vow. I don't know if you need to actually. You got to do a vow to the group, right? So or to the community. I feel like it's enough to just
Pushed over.
to be willing to do it.
Yeah, and I think it's probably like an old school like rotary telephone sort of situation looking like thing.
Like it's a wired, cabled kind of a thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't fail as easily when
Yeah, and
systems go
especially
down.
yeah, especially if electricity goes down too, like it actually can still be used because it's like the hard like not electricity, it's like the auxiliary. I don't know how telephones work anymore. But they don't think they went off electricity, if I remember correctly.
There was a place and it was tethered to a wall. So if you talk to somebody, you had to go to the wall to talk to them. And if you called them, you had to wait until they went to their wall. And yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I think Kimura just picks it up and like pushes it over across the counter.
Just hold down the button right on the handset. Just hold that down and it goes on broadcast. You don't need to hold it up to your ear. There's nothing to listen to. Just use the mic part.
Yeah. And Saul would just like do that, like wink and like do click their teeth and just like give it a test, like a little like tap tap.
Yeah. A little bit of feedback.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Hello, Ramshackle Station. This is Soul, and I am Ironsworn. We hear that there are some issues going around with a certain organization looking for someone and are looking to destroy your little community, and I won't stand by it. Therefore, I am swearing to you now, and as she's saying this, she has her like knife out, swinging it back and forth in front of the Kimura, letting
Okay.
it like light up and stuff. I swear to you on my blade that we will handle the situation and protect this community. All right? Have a great day, y'all. And then like we'll like swing it to tap it and then swing it and stick it in her boot.
What is okay? So that's fantastic. Can you look up on your character sheet the under moves?
Yeah.
Swear and iron vow.
Yeah. I have up already.
Awesome.
Write your vow and give it rank, and then roll heart. So I gotta write it. Where are my vows? Here we go. And I want to add one, and I want to call it Protect for Ramshackle. And do we want to say it's troublesome or dangerous?
I think if we're just trying to drive them off or something like that, it's probably troublesome.
Okay.
Also, we're gonna have another one, so uh, since Earl's got a thing going
Oh
on,
yeah. Just a little gun in his face, like no big deal.
little gun in the face. Who doesn't have a gun
Yeah.
in the face?
Yeah. When you swear right and give it a rank, then roll plus heart. If you swear this vow to a connection, add +1. If you share a bond, add +2. I don't think I have either, so
Yep, I think that's fair.
I'm just gonna roll. How is that a miss? Oh, I see.
Oh,
I was reading this wrong.
yikes! Oh my God!
On a miss, you must overcome a significant obstacle before you begin your quest. Envision what stands in your way.
Okay.
I think what happens if
No,
you're
you go
allowed me to
ahead.
do.
No, you go ahead. Yeah.
I think someone's at the docks, like already there, like patrolling from the pirate ship. And like I take like
Oh,
Soul hangs up and turns.
they've already taken the docks, kind of a thing, sort of.
Well, they're already like sort of like looking at ships, like they're already starting to search ships and stuff, like trying to find the right ship and stuff, and they're already there. Like so, as soon as she like hangs up and turns around, there's like two goons coming in, like trying to figure out
Okay.
like where the call's
Okay.
coming from. Yeah, and so I think there might be a little bit of a firefight happening.
I misunderstood you entirely, and I thought you said they already had Doc, and I was like,
At the docks, at the port. Sorry, sorry. Yeah.
that's gonna happen a lot. I feel like Doc, like, yeah.
That's totally fine. It's fine. Nothing to see there.
I'm gonna call Soul. Hey, Soul, cool speech. How the fuck are we supposed to do this?
You get
And I
everybody
think,
together and you rally them
yeah,
and
I think as Soul's like, well, and that's when she's pushing the phone, the little phone box back over and like turning around and seeing like these two like probably like all black goons wearing. Do they have like an emblem on them to represent to show that they're part of the pirate crew?
I think we said the ships are like white and then they have like the black skull on the white because it's like the ebon skull, right? So maybe they have like the badge background is white with like a black skull on it or something like that.
They just look like stormtroopers. They look like rip-off stormtroopers.
No, I'm thinking like a logo. They don't have to have like the whole thing.
So they just like
a white patch with a black skull on it.
Yeah.
I was thinking like a biker jacket with the thing on the back.
Oh yeah, that would be that works too.
Yeah.
Like they all have something different, but somewhere that logo is on there. Okay.
Yeah. And I think she's like talking to you, and she's like turning around and like I think for now we will get that. We just need to get together and organize. And then I think she's turning and she sees them like starting to like look, like come in and look at her. In the meantime, though, I've got a little situation to handle, so use it tight.
Do you need a hand?
I don't think you'll get here in time. And she'll hang up.
I mean, that's not a no. That's not a no.
Well, you might need me after, so I'm gonna show up anyway. So I'm gonna start making my way through the station.
That's awesome.
And question: on misses, we don't do anything, right? It's not like a PPTA game where you take experience. I forgot.
No,
I mean, too long since I played, so.
it depends on what the result kicks out. But in this case, it's like, oh, it's very clear. This is this thing you have to do, right? So
yeah.
So
I think she has to kick their ass in order to start it.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, so I need. Wait, what do I need?
As I'm walking over back to the docks, I'm gonna call Buzzard, and she's like, "Hey, Buzzard, how close are you to the docks? The docks, not the dock. I don't need to know how close you are to me."
I'm not too far away, but I'm not. I can't go there right now.
Okay, cool. We may have a problem at the docks. Soul was like, I have to go beat some people up, and then she hung up. So I'm heading there now.
Oh, okay. I'll try to get there as fast as I can. Like I said, I'm a little.
Get hurt.
What's
Like,
that?
please, don't die. Just don't die.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. We're all good. It's
Uh,
totally fine.
I don't believe you, but that's okay.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't believe myself half the time either.
Alright.
Kimura Frost. Oh, nope, nope. All right. So, I'm sorry. Give me just 1 second here. I need to. There's
No, it's fine.
enough crap going on here that I can't delete. Add handout. People.
Did you want to switch to your scene, Doyce, where like you are working with yours, or did you want to keep going with mine?
I think we should just go going with yours.
Okay.
It's all good.
Yeah, and I think as Soul hangs up, she's gonna look back at Kimura and be like, "You should probably go take a day off. Take the rest of the day off. I'll close up here.
Space dock.
Go handle the
Customs.
situation with your partner.
Office worker on Ramshackle Station. There. It took a while. Sorry it took so long.
Oh, I've used this before. This art before for another character. It's cute. It's a cute one.
Yeah, and kind of work. I think it works pretty well. I mean, she's not in a spacesuit, but you know, gives off the right vibe. Yeah. Okay. I think. No, that's not what I want. I want moves.
Do I need like convince her to leave?
I think you should. I think you should roll heart and see if you make a connection with her, even if she does run.
Make a connection.
Yeah,
okay.
Make a connection.
All
relationship.
Roll plus heart. Okay.
Roll plus heart.
Strong hit.
Yay!
On a strong hit, you create a connection, give them a roll and a rank whenever your connection aids you to move closely associated with their roll, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit.
Yeah, so if they can help out, they don't care. So yeah, it goes into your connections and
Kimura. Oops.
And I think probably her role would be like kind of what we just said, really.
Yeah.
The other thing that you give her in terms of a rank is how difficult is she to like turn into a real friend? Like a proper bond.
I would say it's probably dangerous.
It's like a little. It's dangerous. Isn't quite the. I mean, it's kind of a weird word, but
that's what the words are called.
More. Yeah. I'm just observing. It's
not the right wordage to use for friendship, but like.
Yeah.
That's how the ranking system is.
She's more than just an almost automatic amount of work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's like, ugh, one of these knuckleheads. Like
she has that rank. She's the second tier of difficulty.
Yeah. Clerk worker at the customs welcome desk at the port/docks.
At Ramshackle.
Is having relationship issues.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, it's a strong hit. So, what does it say again on strong hits? Let me find that book. You create a connection, get them roll on the wank. So I think she'll agree. She'll be like she sees a bad situation. Smart cookie.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. okay, and like we'll just dip out
Kind
the
of
back.
that. She's like, yeah. She just closes down a couple of screens and kind of takes off the other direction.
Mhm.
What was I looking for? I was looking for the thing
The
for
thing.
yeah, the thing for the rule book. Hang on. We need a guy,
We
guys.
need rules.
We need guys. We need guys for you to punch.
Oh, do we just?
Okay. So I know from context you said my eyeball itches, but I heard my apple itches, and I was very confused as to how an apple itches.
Apple of my eye.
I didn't even get. Oh God. Cheers.
What were those things called?
Oh my god, she's passed out on the. Oh, why are you on the floor? Go to the couch where it's comfier.
He's like comfier to you, maybe.
All right.
I guess
So, okay. If you happen to have the book handy, the rules handy, drift pirates
let me see.
are. Are we going to do this? Let me ask you a different question. Are we going to do this as a fight, or are we going to do this as a like a battle that you basically resolve it all in one roll?
I. Hmm.
My personal like thing is that
Mhm.
I often don't want to do a like what's your momentum at?
My momentum is at a +6,
That's not
so it's not
bad.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I go on one roll, I kind of like to have momentum because then if it goes completely sideways, I've got a chance of like recovering from it.
Yeah.
Because it's all on one roll, and that can be pretty awful. Um, the downside is, of course, um, that you know if it goes sideways, it's really bad. The downside
Yeah.
of the
Is
longer
it the
fight is the
reaction to
longer
fire one
fight.
you're talking about?
What's that?
Is it the reaction to fire one you're talking about, that move?
Uh,
Or battle?
battle is it's all in one go. You just do it
Okay.
all as one big roll. Otherwise, you break it out into individual pieces and stuff like while you're going, which is a really cool thing, and we should absolutely do it at some point because it's a really cool. There's a
Yeah, I'm
lot.
reading it right now. It's really cool.
There's a lot of moving pieces to it, certainly.
Yeah.
And it's a really good thing to do. I'm looking at Drift Pirate. Drift Pirate by themselves is like a dangerous opponent. Um,
Yeah.
then they have a pirate boarding party, um, which is formidable.
Mm.
Um, I don't know which one. I think maybe if it's just a couple, I feel like maybe just do Drift Pirate and
Okay.
have it be a dangerous thing because it's dangerous. It's certainly dangerous, but they're
Yeah.
out here in the middle of
What
the.
page is that?
This is on page 262.
Okay, I'm getting there.
Features cunning ship hunters with repurposed weapons, armor, body piercings as tokens of victories, scars and mutations, cobble together starships. Their drives are to survive by whatever means necessary, climb the ranks, and prove themselves in combat. Tactics, prowling passages and anchorages for easy prey. Um, and the other two are more relevant to the actual like when they're boarding a ship or something like that.
Yeah. All right, I got it pulled up.
Yeah, that seems like
Yeah.
I mean that's the stats is like what's their difficulty rating. That's
Mhm.
entirely what it boils down to.
Yeah. So I think she'll turn around and be like, "Hi, welcome to the Ramshackle." Trying to act like she's a part of the job here.
Um. Okay. Okay.
It just like sort of like is like leaning there, but like has like her hand like on her hip, like right by her gun, like just in case she needs to quick draw.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're giving her much of a response in return, and
Probably they know it's got to be you because it's the
yeah,
voice over the comms and everything like that. So, for combat, when you're going into a fight, When you initiate combat or are forced into a fight, envision your objective and give it a rank. The combat
Yep.
includes discrete challenges or phases. Set an objective with a rank for each, which is a really kind of sideways thing. Like you can actually set sort of like you can do phased boss fights with this really
Nice.
easily, which is pretty cool. Okay, then roll to see if you're in control. If you're on the move, roll edge. If you're facing off against your foe, just like right out there being all brave and stuff, you roll heart. If you're in the thick of it at close quarters, you roll iron. If you're preparing to act against an unaware foe, roll shadow. If you're either caught in a trap or just sizing up the situation, you roll wits.
Hmm.
I
It
mean,
would either be, I think, for her, because she's trying to size it up, so maybe it would be wits, but it's also close combat, so
oh,
because
the
it's just.
close combat would be like they're right up in your face, though.
Oh,
If
okay.
you could like, if it looks like everybody's gonna dive behind cover and start exchanging gunfire, it's
What do you think? Facing against foe?
it could be either heart or wits. I realize
Yeah.
that lean into whichever one makes the most sense.
Yeah, I think she's like standing there and then she's like looking around and like sure like okay, where are the exits? How much space do I have? Where do I can I find cover? Sort of situations and like, all that. So I think it is wits. It's not my best roll because hard is the better one, but like I think it works
That
in this
sounds
scenario.
just fine.
So enter the fray. Roll 20. I'm gonna use wits. Limit. Miss!
Oh dear.
Oh, well,
You can burn momentum to get a weak hit. So let's look at what the move looks like. So hang on, I gotta close the sheet here.
so
All right.
if I let the miss happen, the fight begins with you in a bad spot.
Okay.
But if I do it with a weak hit, I have to choose either take +2 momentum or you are in control.
So there's two modes that you're in for a fight. You're either in control
Mm-hmm.
or you're in a bad spot. If you're in control, you basically get a different set of skills that you can use than you get if you're in a bad spot. And
Yeah.
so all of the in a bad spot skills are riskier. The chances of you having bad consequences from things not going perfectly your way are higher.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're in control, you get to do skills that even if you get a weak hit, aren't terrible. And
Yeah.
if you get a miss, they're not as bad as if you got a miss on the out of control thing. So being in a bad spot is not great. If
Yeah.
if you do the weak hit, you get to be in control, or you can bump your momentum.
I think I'm gonna burn. I mean, I'm gonna burn so I can take that, and then I'm gonna be in control.
Okay, so if nothing else,
Because if anything, she was like, "Oh, are you gonna fight these goons anyways? Because it's sooner than later." Like, you know.
fight the pirate gun. I'm gonna track this on the ship sheet under the progress thing.
Oh, I didn't really. Oh, okay, that's how we do it. All right.
Yeah, you got to track it as a thing because that way, if other people join in, it's easier to just have it over on its separate thing. All right, so that's enter the fray. You are in control.
Mm-hmm.
And so just to kick things off because we're definitely in a fray, right? You've entered the fray. So they
Mm-hmm.
basically look at each other and they, one of them nods to the other and they both like kind of, they both like pull up the guns and are like, they're definitely going for it.
Yeah, she's as soon as they look at each other, she's already pulling out her own and like pointing them at them.
So I'm just going to draw the parallel here so you can kind of see the differences. Under the combat moves, the good and bad versions of these skills are gain ground versus react under fire. Gain ground is I'm maneuvering carefully through this thing, and I've definitely got the drop on them, and I'm kind of shifting around and working to my best advantage. Reacting under fire is the same thing, except bullets are flying everywhere, and you're like shit, because you're in a bad spot. Strike is the I actually want to attack kind of situation. when things are going my way. Clash is what you're doing when you're, think of it as a surgical strike versus I'm just crashing into them and trying to smash their heads in. Clash is riskier. Take decisive action is kind of how you finish a fight, so don't worry about that until you get the bar filled up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And so it's basically down to those 4 moves. If you're in a situation where you would sort of where it feels like I just want to face danger, like it's sort of that generic, like I'm going to do something risky kind of a thing, you just gain ground or react under fire kind of a deal.
Yeah. So I think as they're looking at each other and starting to pull out their guns because she's in control, she's automatically has her, like she quick drawed it and like.
Yeah. That's
Pew,
cool. Pew pew.
Yeah.
Pew pew. So just try and shoot him right now, and this isn't like a pin him down kind of thing. It's just I want to see if I can end this as quick as I can kind of a deal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She has no time for their nonsense.
In that case, it's totally strike.
Yeah. Strike. Close quarters or distance?
Distance. Well, if you're shooting, close quarters is really like
it's like fisticuffs
yeah,
and like
literally,
melee.
Yeah, literally melee, as opposed to like firing it. So it's totally edge.
Oh!
Oh no! If you're in control and assault the flow, close quarters roll plus edge. Ouch! On a miss,
the fight turns against you. You're in a bad spot and must pay the price. So let's see what the pay the price is.
All the way down at the bottom of the moves.
Oh, there it is.
I always think of it as an oracle, so I'm always looking in the wrong place for it.
How do I
so
make it roll?
You can either you just hit roll to pay the price. So when you suffer the outcome of an action, choose one. You either make the most obvious negative outcome happen, or you hit the roll the pay the price oracle thing right at the top of the table there, and it just rolls for you.
It wasn't. So I had it in moves, and it doesn't give me the rolly option to roll it.
Click on the word, so that the move comes up.
Yeah, the move's up. Hold on.
Yeah.
Where are my moves? Here we go. So yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yep. You encounter
signs. A looming threat.
A looming threat. So you're firing like so it would be like you're firing, they're diving behind cover, and then you hear them like really clearly on comms. Like, we've got resistance over here by the customs desk or something like that. Send another squad. Like something horrible. And start landing the ships. Or
there's plural.
Yeah, I mean it could be like these guys maybe snuck on board. They're like the preparatory group, but they're like, they're calling for reinforcements and saying but you can start coming aboard. It's just one. There's only one of them.
I'm really glad that I said I was already on my way.
You're gonna go ride your pony? All right. Good job.
Oh, I thought you were talking
to I was like, no.
My wife snuck in here.
Oh, we can't see her, so that's why.
She's going away. And she's off to ride her pony. Anyway. She's wearing a black shirt, so she's really kind of invisible in this this background thing. All right, so yeah. Like you dive behind, you get behind the counter, you're like firing, they're firing, but you hear them like, we've got resistance over by the customs desk. Send over some more guys. You can start landing the ships though. There's just one of them. Super.
Cool. Great.
And you're currently in a bad spot, which means the whole set of options like changes. The key thing to remember is that you change to being in control whenever you get a strong hit. Whenever you get a strong hit, literally on anything. So if somebody shoots you and you take damage, but you roll a strong hit on like resisting the damage, you put yourself back into control. Like anything does it.
Yeah, so now I'm reacting under fire, what it sounds like.
Yeah, but I think right when they're saying like send reinforcements and you can start laying the ships is where we switch to somebody else.
Yes, perfect. Do it. Yes, let's change it. We can see like Doc running through the city, like
He
trying to like.
he hears gunfire in the distance. People are looking. That kind of stuff. Uh,
Uh, as like I'm running through, I'm just yelling to people like, "Get inside, stay inside. Like, do not come out. We will let you know. Like, we'll make a broadcast when it's safe. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go punch some pirates. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna book it full speed, like into the like towards the gunfire."
well, I think that's probably because the thing is, there's a chance that somebody spots you and go, "This is the guy they want. Let's just give him to him. Where's the box?" That kind of thing. So face danger as you
Sure.
when you attempt something risky or react to an imminent threat. Envision your action. Are you now you're running, but you're also like shouting commands at everybody and stuff like that. So it could be the heart where you're like
Yeah,
giving
I think it would be the
commands.
like. I think it would be like the like command and like resolve. Like,
Yeah, whether or not people actually listen to you versus like
yeah,
uh does that work, or instead do they go, screw this guy, we're going to give him to the pirates?
gotta catch me first, bitches. Ha!
All right, so yeah, roll face danger, but roll with heart.
I'll take it.
That's a weak hit. On a weak hit, you succeed, but not without a cost. Make a suffer move. So and you hear the gunfire and that kind of thing. So a suffer move, if it's really you just go down to the suffer moves. You can lose momentum. What's your momentum at? I don't even know.
4.
So you could lose a point of momentum.
I kind of like the endure stress,
That's cool.
like because he's like freaking out. Like if they don't listen to, like if they don't pay attention, like and they turn me in, I'm fucked.
I love it.
Like,
Yeah. So you're all you have to do is click on the number that's next to your spirit and change it from a 5 down to a 4. Don't click on spirit because that tries the word spirit. It tries to roll it.
well, the suffer move is an endure stress. Like it's an actual roll.
Right. Well, it is and it isn't. So the first thing is on the face danger thing
Oh, it's
is
if I'm at a 0. That's what it
yeah.
is.
Now, so you take a point of stress. That just happens as part of the
Yes.
consequences of the thing, and that moves your spirit from a 5 down to a 4. Then, if you want, so there's 2 times when you need to endure stress. Either if it takes you down to 0, or if you just want to. Okay? So, if you want to, you can roll to endure stress when you face any kind of shock, strain, whatever.
No, I'm good.
Well,
Our
here's the
luck
thing.
has not been great.
That's true. If you get a hit, though, you can shake off the stress and you're feeling the stress, but you might be able to shake it off and bounce back from it while you're going. The downside of that, of course, is it could be worse.
I mean, I guess if I'm going to do that though, now is the time, because if I do it the next time, it's going to be lower to roll
Yeah,
spirits.
that's true. Yeah. So you either roll and choose you're rolling either heart or spirit, whichever one's higher. And you hit the roll, and that's pretty much it. You just roll and see if you can what you get for a hit. It's up to you. You don't have to. It's entirely a gamble. But yeah, you're right. It's a lot better to try to resist that stuff when your numbers are higher, because then you can keep them higher.
Yeah. Let's roll some spirit and see what happens.
All right. That is a weak hit. On a weak hit, if you are not shaken, which you're not, you can lose a point of momentum in exchange for a point of spirit. So you're kind of, it kind of robs you of a little bit of your forward momentum, but your spirit goes up. If not, you just press on and you deal with it.
I'm gonna keep my spirit up and lose a little bit of momentum.
Momentum comes and goes a lot more easily than spirit. So
I'm like, that's what I was looking at. I was like, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Okay, so momentum goes to 3. Your spirit goes back up to 4. You're just like, nope. I'm not worrying about that.
I'll this up. I'll deal with it later.
And your momentum, maybe partly of that is like you think that you're, moving and you're really being assertive, and then you hear gunfire in the distance and like crap, 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 crap. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late.
Why am I running towards this? Jesus. Okay.
This is a terrible idea. So you also need to enter the fray. Everybody enters the fray individually.
Okay. So I'm gonna like run in and go, what am I walking into? And I'm gonna like stop and like look at everything as I start to get closer because I want to like size up what I'm doing.
Okay. So
Like
that would be probably wits.
Yeah.
Size up the situation. Roll your wits.
Yeah, because I don't want to just run in like, rah! I'm gonna be like, how can I help here?
It's a good idea. That is a miss. That is definitely a miss. Okay. On a miss, the fight begins with you in a bad spot. So what's the bad spot look like? Do they see you? Do you see you immediately and like, that's him?
No, as I'm like running in, the two that she's fighting don't see me at all. There just happens to be a third one coming around, and I literally run
just plow straight into him.
And I'm just like, hi, fuck.
So yeah, you roll up. They kind of like, get off me. It's like, you're the doc, and you're like in like literally on top of each other. Are you built for hand-to-hand combat?
I have a robot arm.
I mean, that could help.
I don't know what the...
That actually helps. There's times with your robot.
That's literally part of it. Like, yeah, whenever you make a move directly aided by the augment, envision how it goes, how it gives you the exceptional capabilities, and add 1.
Okay. So you're the doc. Can they cut the buzzard? Can we cut the buzzard for a second?
Yes, of course we can.
All right. So yeah, gunfire in the distance, alarms going off, people on the intercoms, and we cut to buzzard in a relatively quiet side street, like side passage thing. It stands up. It's like, okay, it's all right. Listen, my friends are in trouble. The whole station's in trouble, and I need to go help them with this thing right now, or we're all going to be in a bad way. You know how bad the pirates are around here. It's going to be really bad. I just need to deal with that, and then I will help you with whatever, and with whatever it is that you need, or whatever it is you want. I can even, like, if you need money, and the voice like, don't move, except it's not don't move, it's like, don't move. And we look, and it's like a kid, like 13 years old, with this, like the handle of the gun is like wrapped in duct tape. It's got like 6 barrels on the front. It's not like a revolver, but the revolver is the whole barrel. And they're like holding it, just like, don't move. And like, okay, all right, it's fine. I'm not trying to leave you, but you said you wanted something, and I can't give it to you unless you tell me what it is. A
paternal father figure.
Yeah. And the kid's like, people say that they call you Buzzard because you hang around dead bodies and stuff all the time, and you like do stuff with the station police and stuff, but they won't help, and you're not station police, so will you? And then this other voice from down the hall, like this kid leans around the corner, is like, will you help us find our folks? They're missing. Okay, just slow down for a second. tell me what's going on. And they kind of explain, like, there's been a rash of disappearances. Some people have been found dead later. Like, one kid helpfully explains, like, they found that one guy folded up inside of a cargo crate that wasn't nearly big enough for him. And, all right. And you think your folks are gone and you think it had to do something to do with this? Well, they wouldn't just leave us. And like, all right. Listen. And the gunfire is continuing. I'm hearing like swearing and punching and grunting and soul, hollering stuff, like maybe to nobody, just hollering stuff. I'm like, listen, my friends are in a lot of trouble. But you're right. I will help. Even if the police won't, I will. I promise. I will. Like, listen. And they're like, oh, you can't leave. Like, you got to help us now. Like, listen. I'm Iron Sworn, and I will swear to you right now that I will help if you let me. But I got to do it on the blade, or it doesn't count. And I want it to count because I'm going to help. So you got to let me bring it out. I'll hold it by the blade instead of the handle, so I can't do anything with it, but I gotta swear, and then I promise I'll come back and help, but I gotta help them first. It's the order of events right here is they're getting shot at and the station's gonna get blown up. I can't find your parents if we're all floating in space. So I kind of slowly pull the knife out and I'm holding it backwards, and I'm gonna swear an iron vow to help figure out what's going on with the missing people on the station. And now I gotta roll, and I'm terrified because I'm supposed to be the one rolling the bad dice, and y'all have stole my move repeatedly.
Hey, maybe that means you'll do great.
Oh, thanks for jinxing me.
You're welcome.
All right, swear an iron vow.
Let's together.
When you and my heart is a 1, so yay. When you swear upon iron to complete a quest, roll plus heart. I want to make a connection with this person, but for right now, I'm not going to worry about that. I would like to have done that, but I'm afraid to roll. I'm so afraid to roll. Ah, god damn. It was the worst.
What is wrong with us?
The dice are so bad. Everything is going terrible. All right, on a miss, you must overcome a...
There's so many 10s that are popping up.
Yes, there really are.
Literally.
My other Starforge game, there was 2 games in a row, 2 sessions in a row where I was getting not just misses, but misses with a match. Like I had like 4 or 5 in 2 sessions, and then this last session, everything was a strong hit. Like the dice giveth and they taketh away. On a miss, you must overcome a significant obstacle before you begin your quest. Envision what stands in your way. Okay, all right. Now I can see this is an adult. They don't really trust me, and I'm doing this thing, and they're not sure if this is a real deal. And also, wait, your knife doesn't glow. People say that that when Iron Sworn swear the knife glows. Yeah, mine. That only happens in very rare situations. Mine doesn't glow like that. When it's just not this one. Listen. I'll tell you what. Now this is my knife. I have to swear my vows on as Iron Sworn. You know me, and you know that I am, and you know how important this is. I'm going to leave this with you until I come back for it. This is my collateral. I got to come back for it, otherwise I can't be Iron Sworn anymore. I'm going to leave this with you, and you keep it, and I'll find you. All right? You tell me your name, and somebody look in the oracles and give me a name for this kid.
Okay, I got you.
You got it. Okay, good.
Yeah, or a call sign. Maybe it's just a nickname. Find something good for us. You give me your name. I'll find you after this. You keep the knife, And we'll all right, I'm gonna add this.
Stinger.
Stinger. That's a whole thing. Help. Okay. Investigate the missing / dead people on Ramshackle. And I'm going to make this one formidable just because it's a pain in the neck. And even though this is a terrible idea to follow this up, I'm also gonna roll to see if I can get Stinger to be a contact or a connection for me here. Probably it's not gonna work. You search out a new relationship. I'm gonna roll plus heart. I already know it's gonna come with a complication or a cost either way, but we're gonna roll. I got a weak hit. I'll take a weak hit. I'll take any hit at this point. It's just nice to see the blue instead of the red. On a weak hit, as above, but this connection comes with a complication or cost. Envision what they reveal or what they demand. You got to come back right away, or I'm going to throw this thing in the garbage disposal. I'm like, please don't do that. Just please don't. I will come back. I promise. First thing, and I'll bring some friends. We'll all help as much as we can. We'll all help. It's fine. And I'll work on Stinger here for a second. Now listen, I've got to go, but I'll be back. Stinger, I'll be back. You should probably put that gun somewhere. That thing is bigger than your head. But let's take the knife. Don't cut yourself. Here's the sheath. I'll find you. And then I'm going to turn and I am going to beat feet. And stuff. So, okay. While I'm figuring out, while I'm doing the NPC thing here, getting them set up, how about Mo?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Shoot him.
I am going to.
Get shot at. I'm not sure what the.
I think it might just be a where my moves. Hold on. React under fire.
It depends on what you're doing, kind of. Like,
well,
if you're,
maybe it's clash then because I'm shooting back.
If you're shooting, if that's the intent, is you're just exchanging gunfire and stuff like that. If you're trying to pin them down, you can call it. How's the move described?
Which one? Clash?
Well, either one of them.
React under fire. So react under fire says when you're in a bad spot and take action in a fight to avoid danger or overcome an obstacle, envision your approach and roll.
So that would be if like you're trying to get to a different position where you can see them better.
It's like dodging, remain stalwart against fear or temptation, blocking or diverting force, moving into hiding. I think I'm just exchanging gunfire. So sorry, Daga's having a dream and like her foot's touching mine, and she's just like.
That's it. That's funny.
I think it'll be better with Clash because Clash is when you're in a bad spot and fighting against foe in close quarters. Roll plus iron, or when you exchange fire at distance, roll plus edge.
Yeah, so that's just you kind of shooting over the top. And
yeah, I think that's the better option.
Works for me.
I will Clash, and I will Clash at a distance to use edge. Submit.
Oh my God. God, the dice are just killing us right now.
Oh yeah, I think the firepower from them is just like overwhelming. On a miss, your foe dominates this exchange. You stay in a bad spot and must pay the price.
All right.
This is fine.
This is fine. Pay the price.
Introduces a new hazard. Maybe they had a gas line.
Environment.
As a
Yeah, some kind of stray shots and gunfire and stuff like that are just.
I'm just gonna scream. Did you just hit the free online? Oh shit! We need to hurry. Those chemicals will freeze your lungs. Fuck.
Yeah. So like we've got gas flooding into the area, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
kind of thing. Oh, that's awesome.
And you just hear the high pitch like hiss, and like you see like the special effect, like yeah,
and
it's like because it's like the icy cold. It's like almost like dry ice smoke, just like sort of like
yeah, spraying
coming out.
out like, but like high pressure kind of spraying
Mhm.
out of the.
It's like a fire extinguisher, but like stuck in like out of a side of a pipe. Just spreading out.
Oh, and you know, I think it is like not only that, but it's blowing hard enough, and it's like flooding into the. You know, you're in kind of a horseshoe desk, right?
Mhm.
Like, but one of those. So it's flooding into that spot.
In particular,
So,
yeah.
In particular, so you've got to like.
I gotta move.
You got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get a face full of Freon, which, incidentally, cold aside, is not fun to breathe. Meanwhile, Doc rolling around on the floor, trying to grapple with somebody. He doesn't strike me as the grappling sort. Are you also clashing?
Oh, yeah. I'm clashing at close quarters though.
Okay,
And
that's rolling
I'm g-
iron. God.
Yes, but I have a robot arm,
Oh yes.
and so I'm gonna just straight up grab his hand. Like my goal is just grab his hand and crush it. But we'll see what happens.
Okay, so your asset of your robot arm
Adds +1.
Yeah, when you're making give you exceptional capabilities, add +1. Nice.
Oh god, don't mess with the match. Fuck.
Yeah, that would be awful. There's a whole. All right, so you're rolling plus iron, and then you add +1 on like a situational bonus on the +1.
All right. Arm, don't fail me now. I'll take it. I will take it.
It's better than nothing. So.
And pay the price is an oracle, right?
Yeah, no, it's not an oracle. It's actually a move down to the bottom. It should be an oracle, but it's not.
Yeah, it's under moves at the bottom where it says fake moves.
I see it. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta fix something here. This is really. Discord is killing me right now. Not Discord.
Roll 20.
My camera thing is being really weird, so
It's starting to do the thing again. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can do it that way and just kill the software. See if it behaves. I don't know if it will or not. I don't know if it can. Yeah, there we go. That'll work.
Okay.
Or not. Who knows? Maybe it's still lagging.
It looks like it's still lagging a little bit.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll be a stop motion character. It's fine. All right, so sorry, Clash on a weak hit, mark progress, but you're dealt a counter blow or a setback. You stay in a bad spot and pay the price. So first of all, under the progress thing, you mark 1 progress, which fills in 2 boxes on the progress thing, right?
On the ship, right?
Yeah, I have. I just marked it. It's under. Yeah, it's on the ship sheet, and then under the progress thing, we got a mark. It's progress. We'll take it. And then under. So the way pay the price works, you can either roll, or you can just say like logically this is the thing that should happen. But you can kind of if I like rolling because it gets so easy to just go, I guess I take damage. And with the pay the price, it's constantly throwing some cool stuff in there. But if it's kind of a goofy answer, you can always just go, you know what? I think he just punches me in the face or whatever, you know.
I legit like. So Doc, when he gets into fistfights, 100% relies on just the strength of his arm knocking somebody out.
Yeah.
And he's not used to punching people with like armor like anywhere.
Yeah.
And so he punches it, and the dude, you can tell like he's rung the dude's bell, but like the dude's still up, and like
the shock
and like just he's like fuck, and he just like shoots, like catches him just like in the leg with his shot, like as he punches him.
Oh, so
So like
he's actually like firing off a shot like right there in the.
yeah, because he had his gun out, like he still has in hand. He may not have even meant to, but getting punched like that, he just happened to shoot him, and it catches him right in his like left leg.
Ouch.
So I'm
All
gonna
right.
take the health
You
hit.
take a health hit. I think it's with a dangerous foe like this. It's just one.
Yeah.
Will you with now? Do you want to withstand the damage or no?
I feel like now's the time to do it if I'm going to.
Yeah. So yeah, you roll. You just click the word health, and do a regular roll and see if you can resist it.
It's a endure harm, right?
Endure harm. Yeah, you can do it that way. You can just yeah.
Okay, let's roll health. Oh,
Strong
okay.
hit. Nice. So you can see it on the endure harm there. You can on the strong hit choose either shake it off, and that'll bring your health back up. So you kind of hit like maybe you got your arm, you punch him, and he like he staggers back and he like goes to shoot, and you kind of take it on the arm, so it doesn't really it's not really wounded. Or you embrace the pain and take +1 momentum.
I'm gonna shake it off.
Shake it off. Okay.
I'm gonna keep that.
More importantly, it's a strong hit, which means you're not in a bad spot anymore. You're in control.
That makes sense since I just like.
Yeah, you're like, ugh!
His skull.
Okay. I don't really feel like Earl is there yet. Or Earl. God damn it. Buzzard.
I have a question.
Yes.
Oh, nope. Never mind. 100% I was like, I could get. Oh, I didn't bring Johnny with me. I legitimately like made a conscious effort to leave Johnny out of it because I don't want him to get shot.
Oh, Johnny. Who's Johnny?
My Rockhorn.
Oh, yeah.
My pet rhino. And thinking about it, I'm like, he's a rhino. He should be here.
Yeah, that would be super helpful.
Like,
that would be super helpful to have him show up. Yeah. So I think it goes back to Soul because I don't think I'm necessarily ready to
get there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think so. Because of the gunfire and the Freon being like sprayed in her face, I gotta react under fire and move to another spot.
That makes sense to me.
Should I? So let's see here.
React under
Getting
fire.
back in position, roll with edge, remain stalwart against fear. It's not that. Blocking or diverting with force or taking a hit. Roll plus iron. Nope, not that. Moving into hiding or creating a distraction. Roll plus shadow. Nope, not that. Changing the plan, finding a way out, or cleverly bypassing an obstacle. Roll plus wits. No. So I think I'm rolling with edge.
Okay. Fleeing, dodging. It could be like
getting back into position, so I'm moving to another spot to like.
Yeah. I mean, for that, it's very clearly like feels like an edge roll there. So
yeah.
Ah, my God! These dice are killing you.
Oh my God.
That is the worst.
On a miss, the situation worsens. You stay in a bad spot and must pay the price.
Like maybe you try to get out and you can't. They're like they're pinning you down, so you're stuck in the Freon and like coughing and stuff. Or
they're pinning me down. Like there's no way out whatsoever.
Do you want to roll and pay the price, or just take harm?
I think I'm just gonna take harm. Would that just be a -1 to my health?
Yeah, you take a -1 to your health.
Okay.
You can, and we just did this with Doc. You can resist it. And say like try to bounce back for it, and for that you do the endure harm.
Endure harm. Okay.
Yeah. You have to do it when you get reduced down to 0. You can do it later, and it's useful to do it when the numbers are higher because you have better odds against like being able to bounce back from it and stuff.
I'm trying to read it real quick. Sorry.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah. Oop.
You're still standing. right? That's the right one. Did I hit the right button?
Oh, no. Sorry, you don't need to roll the oracle. You roll
Oh, okay.
that's the if you're down at 0 and you blow the roll kind of thing. That's not it. You roll the roll button up there at the top.
I'm gonna roll with health.
Yes.
It's higher.
Yeah. Good plan.
Weak hit.
That's a weak hit. So if you want, you can take a point of momentum. You take off a point of momentum and not lose basically you get your momentum's down, but your health is
Still where it is.
still up at a 5.
Yeah, I'll just move momentum down to a +1. So.
Okay, so momentum's at 1, health is back at 5, and there you go.
Yeah.
So you're pinned down there. You're in the gas. You're like, all of that horrible freaking mess. I think one more time with Doc, and then we'll see. We'll get buzzed into this shindig and see what we can do.
We need him.
All right. So you have you're in control. You can either gain ground, which is really about just generating momentum and building it up. It's really kind of nice because even if you get a weak hit, you still stay in control on that. But if you really want to get an advantage going here, the trick would be to you can strike because there's a chance there to get several advances on the. But even with, I'll say this, under react under fire, or sorry, gain ground, you can actually choose if you get a strong hit or a weak hit. You can still mark progress because you're changing the situation. So when you're in control and take action in the fight to reinforce your position. So whatever that looks like, either one.
Yeah. So you guys tell me which one you think this is, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run over to the ones shooting at Soul, since I've just kind of the dude that I was just fighting with.
There were 2 shooting at me, so
yes, I know.
Pick one.
Well, I'm gonna go to the 2 shooting at you, and I'm just gonna run up.
Well, they're spread. This is the thing. They're spread out in yeah, they're behind different cover.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the one on the left. We're gonna save that one.
So you're just charging at this guy who's behind cover and charging him.
And I just want to full force clock him in the head too. So I guess that's a strike.
It's got to be strike. It's got to be strike. So
yeah, I think so.
And you're still rolling iron instead of edge. So.
Yep, and then the +1 because my punching arm.
This is my punching arm.
I mean, this was good for right now. Damn. Okay. There it is.
I mean,
it is. Again.
Oh, wow. My God, the dice are just.
They're brutal today.
Horrible today. All right, strike.
They're so bad.
On a miss, the fight turns against you. You're in a bad spot and must pay the price.
I know exactly what happens here. So I come running over, and he turns and sees me and dodges at the last minute, and my arm goes into the wall, and I can't get it out.
Yeah, that's terrible. And
it makes perfect sense.
And you're looking back over your shoulder, and the guy that you left behind is kind of stepping back and wiping blood off of his face and leveling a shot at you, as a stationary target, up against the wall. And I think that's when Buzzard shows up, because this is either going to be heroic arrival or.
Someone's going to die.
An absolute shit show. All right, so combat moves. Enter the fray. You initiate combat or forced into a fight. So what I'm doing, basically, this guy who's leveling off, like Buzzard's just going to come barreling out of the nearest corridor and just cold cock this guy straight from behind. Like just basically throw himself into the air and like elbow to the back of the skull, like just full on, just you know. And so yeah, I'm going to roll iron on the thing and see how that goes. So I'm going to roll. I'm going to go into the thick of it at close quarters. And I don't have a modifier. I'm going to submit. And that is a fucking miss with a minimum roll on the dice. Horrible. The absolute worst. Oh my god. All right, so.
You know what? Oh god, dang it. Sorry.
What?
I was just looking. I have gunslinger, and so if I was to end, I was just looking at my gunslinger thing. I was like, I could have added a +1 and at least got a match.
Matches are still misses, unfortunately.
Oh, are they?
Ties go to the dice. So, but now you know. Now you can go. Wait a second. I'm a gunslinger. Maybe now that you know it'll affect the dice.
When you enter the fray by facing off against your foe, plus heart. Oh, facing with plus heart, or preparing to act without tipping them off, plus shadow. Add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit.
Yeah. Oh
okay, sorry,
man.
Go ahead.
It's okay. I'm busy sucking.
We're all sucking. It's fine.
Holy moly, that's terrible. All
right. Stuck at a wall. Like we're all Soul stuck in poisonous gas. My arm's stuck in a wall.
So enter the fray on a miss. The fight begins with you in a bad spot. So I basically come up, but he hears me coming and he ducks at just the right moment. I go, he ducks. I go straight over him. And I kind of, I manage, like I pull enough of my punch realizing, or the shot, realizing that I'm going over him, that I don't completely lose it, but I'm basically landing right in front of him with, no weapons, and I'm right in front of him, and he's got a gun that he was about to shoot Doc with. So I don't care. I'm not even stopping to think about that. I'm just landing on the crouch, turning around, and immediately just throwing myself right into him with a bunch of really the short jabby body punches, just trying to get totally inside of his defense. And I am going to do that with Clash. And then we're going to hand off to the next thing. When you're in a bad spot and fight back against foe at close quarters, roll iron. Okay. And now thank you for mentioning the assets. I have Brawler, but right now Brawler is effective when I am trying to gain ground, and I am not gaining ground right now. So I am just going to roll my iron and see what's what. Oh, thank Christ.
We needed that so badly.
That's a max roll for me. That the blue circle means I rolled about as well as I could roll. All right, so yes, strong hit. Mark progress twice. You overwhelm your foe, and you are in control. So that inspirational video that I sent out that one time, that was basically like the little animation of the guy in the fist fight. That's basically totally Buzzard style of. So it's totally up into the face, absolute street brawl, elbows, knees, headbutts, fists to the throat, all of that stuff. It's just, what if you tried to use your bare hands to put a Wolverine into a sack? Or give a cat a shower. That kind of stuff. So, mark progress twice and you're in control. I love every single part of that. And I'm going to mark progress twice. That gets us up to a 6. And I think with 6, maybe this guy is taken down. So this is just like I go down, he goes to shoot. The shot goes basically over his shoulder, and I come up into this guy, and it's like 2 shots into the midsection, elbow up into the chin as he's reeling back, headbutt him into the mouth and face. As he's going over, I basically jump on top of him as he's going down and just and then roll away from him because he's out and I need to keep going. But with 6 down, I figure now we're down to the 2 guys that we got to deal with away from him. So that's fine. Mo?
Yes, it's me. Hello.
I
think I'm going to keep trying to get out of the spot I'm in because it's not good. It's not great. It's kind of awful.
Well, and there should be some. I mean, you have an opportunity. The situation has changed enough They have a much more juicier target completely out in the open in the form of Doc. So
Helping.
I'm helping.
I'm still in a bad spot though because I still got gun fire going off. I got
Freon in
smoke.
your face.
Yeah. So I think I am just gonna keep trying to move.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm trying. Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll again with edge, just so I can get away from it. Finally.
All right. So what's that? React under fire. On a weak hit, you avoid the worst of the danger and overcome the obstacle, but not without a cost. You make a suffer move, which just means that you take you stay in a bad spot, but you get moved somewhere, and
At least I don't have the free on my face anymore, but there's still a lot of gunfire above.
And now you still take a suffer move, whether that it could be any one of the suffer moves. So you could lose a point of momentum, which you're already at 1.
Yeah.
Endure harm, endure stress.
I think I'll try to endure harm just to see if I get hit.
Okay, so I think we might have done it wrong last time. You got to adjust your health down by 1 and then roll the health.
Okay.
Which it wouldn't have mattered last time anyway, but it's
yeah. All right. So moved it down to 4.
And then you roll the endure harm move.
And that is with plus. Oh god, what do I roll with? Hold on.
So if you hit the roll for endure harm, it'll ask whether you want to use iron or use.
Oh, that's
your
right.
health.
I was like, hold on. Yeah, I was trying to reread it to see what it was again.
Yep.
Strong hit with a match.
Yeah, baby.
I don't know what that means with this, but
okay. In this case, matches always mean an opportunity. So first of all, look at endure harm. You got a strong hit, so you can shake it off. Take +1 health, so your health goes back up to 5. Right? But you also have an opportunity, which basically means
I also embrace the pain. Oh no, I just choose one. Sorry.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't have to. So
yeah.
So in this case, strong hit means you're in control.
Yes.
Double the against a match means you have an opportunity. So I think you have a clear shot. Like you get out there and you get a clear shot at the guy who's like basically takes 2 steps back and is about to so you got a clear shot at the guy. And it can be a strike instead of a clash because you're in control. So you had a clear shot like right now.
Go and shoot him.
Go and shoot him.
Go and shoot him.
Oh. What? Is Freon flammable? This seems like a thing I should Google.
I don't. Here, I'm looking that up right now.
Is Freon... I didn't say that right. Flammable.
Does it catch fire?
Not flammable.
Oh.
And relatively odorless.
Wait. Freon is not usually flammable, but some situations can cause the Freon cylinder to explode. Because it doesn't have to be Freon. It could just be some kind of coolant. I can absolutely imagine some kind of coolant that's flammable.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Okay. Man, the dice giveth, and then the dice go, what the fuck were we thinking? They don't get to win. They don't get to have good things. Okay, so let's look at the thing. Where's the thing at? Strike. On a miss, the fight turns against you. You're in a bad spot and pay the price. How about we roll the Oracle and pay the price and see if it kicks out any kind of interesting stuff?
Okay.
I mean, I don't want it's not so like it's dumb to go like, oh well, you rolled a crit fail, so you shoot Doc. You know, that's annoying.
Roll twice.
Oh yes, do it.
You waste resources.
Okay, all right. Or a friend, companion, or an ally is in harm's way, or you are if you're alone.
This was already stuck in the wall.
You waste resources. I feel like the idea that resources get wasted. I think the gas line absolutely explodes. Like, so the resources are more like we're talking on the broad scale of like the station or something like that. Like that is.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pay them back for that.
Or we're gonna have to deal with the fact that like a big section of the dock isn't usable when we're trying to defend against space pirates is going to be kind of a problem. A friend, companion, or ally is in harm's way, or you are if you're alone. All right, so the question is, I don't love the idea of the gunslinger accidentally shooting the wrong person. I do love the idea of Buzzard like getting caught in the blast as the explosion goes off because he doesn't even realize there's a fucking leak. So he's like stalking over just like in total like Terminator mode, like stalking over towards the fight, and the gas cooks off at exactly the right time and basically blows him sideways into a bulkhead.
Oh, I like that too.
Yeah, because it's like just yeah. So I'm coming back into the thing. It's like, and I'm just starting to pick up pace to like get a proper charge going because I see Soul lining up a shot on the side, and suddenly the explosion goes off and just blows me sideways into a thing. So I'm going to take a health hit on that, and I'm going to endure harm. Oh, my health. Okay, that's a strong hit. That's fine. So I go, yeah, I'm in full on combat mode. So getting thrown up against a wall is just the price of doing business. That's fine. I'm fine with that. So I'm going sideways. Explosions going. Big hole in the bulkhead ripped out. I'm flying sideways. Definitely not going to come to Doc's rescue anytime. Luckily, he's got a mechanical arm. I just like that we can always use that as a luckily. I want to do it at some point in time where you're like having to do like medical research, and it's like, okay, it's a really tough role coming up here. Luckily, you've got a mechanical arm. Won't do any good. So what are you doing? Are you gonna like the guy's lining up a shot? He has a duck because there's Soul shooting. There's an explosion.
So I'm gonna clash with him. That's the role I'm gonna make.
You're gonna try and tear out of the wall then to get to him, or what are you doing?
So what I'm doing is I'm gonna like ready my arm to like rip out, and I'm like playing it up really bad, like he's coming at me. And as soon as he gets in close to like do something, I'm gonna like push him and slam his head directly into my arm as it's stuck in the wall, and just use it like a metal pole.
Oh, you're trying to clothesline him with your own arm?
Yes, since my arm is like stuck there, I'm gonna push his head into it.
Sure. I guess it's gonna have to be a clash.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get the +1 on that one, but that's okay.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say I would because I'm not using the arm. Well, I am using the arm, but not as like it's fine.
It's not a weapon. It's terrain at this point.
Yes.
Sometimes the challenge dice are bad too. All right.
I'll take the strong hit.
Yeah, 7's not bad in either case. All right, so Clash, on a strong hit, you mark progress twice. You overwhelm your foe, and you are in control. Hey, that's 2. That's 2.
Yeah.
All right. Moves. Wait. Oh, I gotta get the ship. I closed the ship. Why did I close the ship one for? That was dumb.
I don't know.
So,
I've got it open.
So we marked twice on that. That fills up the bar. That's good.
Okay.
So the
Finally.
trick is, so the trick is when it's closed, and there was a whole thing that Ironsworn does this a little bit differently, where you had to have just gotten a strong hit before you have to. The deal was in Ironsworn, and it still is, you have to be in control before you can conclude the fight, and that can suck because you've managed to kludge your way through with clashes and stuff and filled up the entire bar, but you can't end the damn fight because you can't get a strong hit. and you can end up in this interminable cycle of not being able to get out of it. What they've changed that to in this one is when you take decisive action, you can choose to take decisive action even when you're not in control, but if you do, the results aren't as good. Like by default, the best you can do is kind of a weak hit. Like everything gets staged down a level. But I've got I'm still in control, so I could probably take decisive action and finish the thing out. So you're grabbing the guy, you like reach around and grab the guy and like slamming his head repeatedly into your forearm as you're like doing that. While he's looking at that. So Earl, God damn it. I should have picked somebody this is the problem because I play him so much in Starforge. Buzzard kind of smashed up against the wall, kind of rebounds off of it and just uses that momentum rather than stumbling, just goes into it. Full bore, charging across the open space. The guy doesn't know quite who to look at because there's an explosion. Soul's got a gun. She's standing up. The other guy's over there getting his head beat in. He's thinking about maybe retreating or whatever. And I basically, whatever he's using for cover, like something like a turnstile or something like that, I basically just kind of like Dukes of Hazzard slide. I may be dating myself on that one, but like across the hood of the car, kind of slide and just slide across, hip slide across the top of the turnstile. If I say Dukes of Hazzard, does anybody even know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, it's great. But yeah, anyway.
Remember they had a recent movie happen in like the mid 2000s or something.
That's true.
So like
that's true. But it was very, very. It was like they always had like they were both running at the car from the same direction, and whoever wasn't driving had to slide across the hood of the car to the other side so they could get in. And for some inexplicable reason, like the car was prepped like a race car, so the doors were welded shut. So the only way in and out of the car was by going in through the windows. So they were always doing that. So I'm going to roll to take decisive action. Basically by taking down this last guy. Roll the challenge dice, compare your progress. So our filled in progress is 10. And I have a funny story about this I'm going to tell you later. Anyway.
Oh, God.
That is against a 9 and a 1, so it did its best to rob us of a strong hit, but we did manage to close it out. So on the strong hit, we prevail, take +1 momentum. We all take +1 momentum, I'm going to say, I think. If any objectives...
Oh, we do?
Yeah, so you take a point of momentum.
Nice.
And the fight... there's no more objectives remaining. The fight concludes, and we are... I like this. If any objectives remain and the fight continues, you're currently in control. I like this because you can make like a whole piecemeal thing where there's individual objectives and stuff. You can do a pretty complicated thing here with this kind of a deal that I kind of like. Since I know that this has been very mildly on your radar when I've been talking about doing conversions for like doing a sports anime kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
This is the mechanics for it, like doing the volleyball battles and stuff like that, where you're like getting.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and using this kind of thing, but obviously reskinning it so you're not getting shot and having Freon blow up and things like that. It's definitely contextual. But the idea that you can do like the multiple rounds, the best 2 of 3 kind of volleyball matches and things like that. Yeah. Take Starforged, run anime volleyball. That's where my brain goes. Anyway, all right, so for the record, Mo, I have every faith that Soul is actually good at gunfights.
I do too.
It's just that the dice were like, no, this is going to be an absolute shit show for the first time that we get to see it.
Yeah. Like her shots are really good.
Yeah, it's just that everything was going wrong all at once. A little bit of everything all of the time.
Hey, somebody want to help me pull my arm out?
Yeah. Here, I just picture us like with the feet up against the bulkhead and kind of like
Yeah,
pulling.
just.
Is it going to come loose from your shoulder or the wall first? And then we both kind of go over backwards.
I was like, I mean, either way, we can pull that out of the wall if it comes off my shoulder. That's fine.
Okay.
We can reattach it later. Like, that's okay.
So, just noting in here that we have a couple of things that are sort of pending. Swearing the iron, this was what we needed to do in order to actually swear the iron vow. Okay? This was as a result of, so the swearing the iron vow counts now, right?
Yeah.
Which was...
It's on my page.
Yeah.
Do I mark it?
We should probably... Well, no, we have to get it. You've got it on your page as like a...
Personal.
Is it under...
It's under vows.
Under vows? All right. Protect Ramshackle. Troublesome. Gotcha. So this is the thing that we needed to do to actually get it to be sort of accepted. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I think Soul standing up and like slicking her back. She's like, oh, now we can start.
Yeah. Swearing both of these iron vows were what we needed to do to succeed at... Now, it doesn't make sense in the narrative yet to be able to do it, but it's what we needed to do in order to succeed at the Sojourn thing, right? So we're owed a strong hit on Sojourn, but right now that's things like getting our supply back up, getting our ship repaired, all that kind of stuff. And this is just, that doesn't make any sense for that to be happening right now. So down the road, just everyone please note, at some point in time, we get to count a Sojourn as a strong hit and fix ourselves up, which is probably good because we're going to need to be fixed up more than we do right now anyway.
I have a question.
Yes.
So for those iron vows, since technically I didn't swear any of those, I still put it in though. Yeah, because as a group, we are still doing that.
If you might have, everybody's going to have at least their background vow that really nobody else cares about but you. But, and you can occasionally swear a vow that is just for you. But in these ones where, like, I swore it, but we're all working on it, it counts when it completes.
Cool. Sure. I just wanted to make sure because I wasn't sure how that worked.
Yeah, you don't need to track it or anything, but basically... You track it and then you fill it in on your legacies track, and when your legacies track, every time a box fills in on a legacy, you get XP.
Okay. So protect Ramshackle.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you can put it on there if you want to.
It's mostly just so that I know that it's there. Yeah. That's the only reason.
Yep. Anyway.
And then I can get rid of.
That was a mess.
Well,
we're professionals, I swear.
I'm glad we all ended with strong hits, though. That makes me happy.
Did we? I mean, Mo did get a strong hit in there.
Once.
Once. Strong hit with a match. But the other very easy mechanical way of taking those strong hit with a match is like if the strong hit would give you one of the options on the list, just give yourself both of them. You know, that's always kind of an easy thing, you know, where it's like, I'm going to take my momentum and I'm going to do this thing, or whatever. That always works. Anyway, we're closing up on the end time, so we might as well just wrap up.
Well, I think this is a good,
Yeah, it's a good spot.
Yeah, I think Soul's like dusting herself off and just like shaking her hair and just like, you know, walking away from Freon and looking at, just observing the situation, and she's like, looks at the guys like, so let's make a plan since you're here now.
This is, yeah.
I mean, punching pirates is a pretty good plan. If we can get them all to land and just line up do you think? Maybe not. You sounded real good on the intercom.
Thanks.
Good job.
Thanks.
That's fine.
I'm just Don't know why. I think the Freon was messing with my brain. Can I get you high? I feel like I'm high.
Oh, come
Yeah.
here. Come here. Let me check you out. And I'm gonna like start like examining like both of you.
Only the one iris is dilating. Like,
Oh,
yeah, we need to stop calling it Freon and think of some like even worse like space coolant. Anyway, I love it. All right, so I gotta make sure I get a good. I gotta find a good picture for Stinger. Um, I don't think Googling child space urchin is probably going to get me what I want. No, it definitely isn't.
also probably gonna get you on a list.
Space urchin art? No, now I've just got really weird creatures. Ooh.
I don't like that
That's cool
sound.
though.
I don't like that
See,
Anyway.
I
sound.
can look it up as well, but I don't want to be on the list.
We'll
So
be I'll go looking for a picture for Stinger. I gotta get the thing in here. So Stinger character Sting no, they're not a character. I always do that. And then I end up with an extra character sheet I don't need. Delete. Delete character. Add handout. Stinger in quotes. Kid on Ramshackle with missing parents and a sibling. I don't know what the sibling's name is. I'll find a picture for him later. It's hard to dig.
Can this sibling be Pincer? Because that just makes me laugh. I'm sorry, it's such a bad joke, but
it's
just
goofy. So goofy.
Stinger is on Ramshackle. What's their where's the oracles at? There's a character people. It's maybe more what their family does or something. Farmer? That doesn't make any sense.
They could have worked in the maybe
Oh,
like
hydroponics farmer, like some kind of
Yeah.
hydroponics thing or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
because this place needs food somehow.
Well, yep. I like it. Oh, you know what? That would give me a bonus on sojourn rolls if I get. Anyway, connections. Roll hydroponics. Hydroponics farming. 1 + 1 + 1 momentum. All right. Troublesome? Dangerous? What do you guys think? Are they an easy person to make friends with, or are they going to be more? Or are
I
they
mean,
just,
it's like a street urchin, so it's probably get like trust issues at the wazoo.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it would be dangerous, not troubles.
At least that, yeah. Cool. All right. I like having connections to work on. One of the things that I really like about the game a whole bunch is that there's 3 different sort of experience tracks that you can earn points off of. And one of them is just finishing vows, obviously, but you also earn XP on finishing up, like taking a connection and making it a bond, making them a bond. And the last one is like discovering stuff, like making discoveries, which is honestly one of the hardest ones to do, I think. At least, I shouldn't say that. Framing the game the way that I've been doing it in the games that I've been in, it doesn't come up as much. Although you do constantly get discovery stuff when you finish expeditions and stuff like that, so that helps. But and there's I think there's ways to like pick up discoveries and stuff like that if you have like the scientist assets and things where you can just learn stuff from poking at things. Archaeology, I think there's an archaeology way to get discoveries too. Anyhow. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. I'm sorry, man. I feel bad. I feel bad that the dice were so bad. I don't know.
We can't control the systems.
They were bad for
This
everybody, at least.
Roll 20 is just.
Yeah. Here's the thing. It was fun either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was stressful but fun. I had a great time.
The thing that people used to run into very early on when they were doing Ironsworn and stuff like that is like, man, I played for like a half an hour and my guy died. Because they weren't really like using the pay the price oracle. They would be like, okay, well I missed, and like, okay, so I take harm. You got 5 goddamn hit points, you know, and the way it works, in a lot of play, like endure harm, it might be a 2-point hit, it might be a 3-point hit. Like you can, 2 shots can take somebody out if you're fighting something horrible, and you just go straight for the fights. But if you use the pay the price oracle, like there's lots of other cool stuff that can happen that is bad things.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I like that about it a lot. Is it doesn't necessarily mean you take damage or like you get hit, but something bad happens.
It feels more like, and this is a weird way of saying it, but it feels a lot more like an Indiana Jones fight, or even a Star Wars fight. Well, Star Wars fights, you start thinking about lightsabers and stuff like that. But let's say fights where Han Solo is around. It feels like more like those kind of things, because people are scrambling, weird crap is happening. You know, various things continue to happen to complicate the fight. Like you're in the middle of a fist fight. Now there's a rotating like propeller blade of an airplane that's coming your, you know, right? It's an Indiana Jones fight.
It is.
You know,
There was literally a gas pipe explosion in this one.
yeah, exactly. So that's you when you use the you know, pay the price oracle, you get more interesting stuff. I like the mechanics fine. The dice can occasionally really screw you, but honestly, the oracles make it so worth it. The oracles are so good for just keeping you from getting stuck. I wish every game had this many tables of like for different events and things. I just think it would be great. Also, I'm going to log out and reboot all of my machine because I'm a little tired of looking at my face being frozen and stuck
That's fair.
and stuff. So
Are you stopping the stream or?
I'm going to, oh, I suppose I should probably do that.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye, stream.
I love you.
Yeah.